I'm Robert Norris, walking into my Grade A Welding Incorporated business property at 4:23 p.m. Tuesday, May 8th, and videoing what I consider to be non-compliance with a restraining order and an injunction that's placed on my son Anthony Norris on my behalf. And I'm entering now the rear door of the shop, which is the only key I have to this, and I am pretty much locked out of the shop, which I think is against the restraining order. I'm going to show you first this forklift that is parked right here. That forklift belongs to my son Tony, and he has obscured my access to that truck right there. A project for over 7 years I've been working on. It's pushed back where I can't get to it, and I couldn't get it out if I had to. And on back further is the East Bay, which is the part that I reserved to do my projects in, and Tony has the West Bay, which I'll show you. And if you just walk up this way, you will be able to see that the East Bay, which is my side, has all my retirement projects, motors, and some equipment that's still mine. I did not relinquish any equipment of my property to Tony. It's all mine. He has the right to use it by our agreement, which is now almost forsaken entirely. This is the East Bay you're looking at, all full of my stuff. And now we're going to proceed over to the West Bay, which is the part of the shop that I relinquished to my son by our agreement. Now you can see the West Bay is pretty much empty except for the industrial equipment left in there that I by agreement let Tony utilize for his operation in newly formed Grade A Welding Incorporated that I relinquished to him by our agreement. This is the result of Tony and me moving all of my automotive parts over to the East Bay, which is where I'm supposed to be working, but he has it blocked and I can't work in it. Tony, as is right now, operating Grade A Welding Incorporated out of the West Bay that you're seeing right now, and that is the same West Bay that I ran the last 15 or so or 20 years of my business out of this bay where you're looking at right now. I own all of that equipment with the exception of a couple of things that Tony bought more recently as he was replacing some of the things that needed to be replaced by our agreement. He used to do maintenance and repair. And we're going to continue on across the West Bay now. Just go out to the other side. We'll go out there and then turn around so you can see a little bit of the East Bay and the West Bay separation. It is very visible here that there is more than apt room here to run the business that I had. That partition that you see right there separates the West Bay from the East Bay. The automotive industry, the pieces that you see over there are in fact my possessions, and the equipment that you see here, the welders, the tools, the equipment, the